Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Christopher Olvera, and I work with the California Energy Commission. This webinar is supported by our Outreach and Education Unit, and today, this webinar, we're going to provide training on the 2013 Non-Residential Energy Standards.
Okay, those are the changes to the prescriptive mechanical requirements for non-residential buildings. Again, majority of the changes. There are some more in the section, so please look in section 140.4. But the ones that I want to discuss and emphasize today pertain to economizers and air-cooled chillers and the acceptance testing forms in general. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on. We're still talking about the prescriptive requirements, and we're going to talk about the changes to lighting in section 140.6. And specifically, we're going to talk about the changes to the indoor lighting requirements. So if you're under the current regulations, you'll find the requirements in section 146. What we have are an allowed lighting power density, LPD, or watts per square foot. We have three methods. We have the complete building method, the area category method, and the tailored method. And the allowed watts per square foot may be found in tables 146-E through 146-G under the current regulations. We also have power adjustment factors, or control credits, that will allow the applicant, the builder, to calculate a reduced proposed watts per square foot if they install controls in accordance with table 146-C. So moving forward, the requirements in 140.6, there were no real major changes in regards to the allowed watts per square foot. The one significant change is that it's in section 140.6. The nomenclature has changed. The tables are different now. They're in 140.6B through 140.6B, and the power adjustment factor table was updated in 140.6-A. The one significant change in regards to the allowed watts per square foot did occur to the tailored method. The tailored method values, they were changed. It's now determined by general illumination level. It used to be the IESNA level illuminance category. That has changed to a lux level now. And we'll talk about that when we look at the table. So for 2013, if we look at the tables, the values are pretty much the same. There's been a couple of minor changes. If you look in table 140.6-B, these are the allowed watts per square foot when using the complete building method. Table 140.6-C includes the maximum watts per square foot for the area category method. There are a couple of value changes in here that will reduce slightly, but generally speaking, the values, again, are the same. And then the significant change for the watts per square foot occurred in table 140.6-D for the tailored method. And if you see here, the allowed watts per square foot, also determined for your wall display lighting, etc. What you're going to have here now is a general illumination level requirement in lieu of a watts per square foot requirement that you are allowed for your general lighting based upon the luminance category. So that is a significant change. Under the current regulations, for the tailored method, you are allowed a general lighting watt per square foot, which is dependent upon your luminance category. But moving forward, if you want to use the tailored method, you still have watts per foot, square foot, etc. for your specific task lighting, but in regards to the general lighting, it's a general illumination level lux value now, not a watts per square foot. And the power adjustment factor values were revised, and they're included in table 140.6-A. And what you'll see here essentially is credits are given to controls that are installed when they're not required essentially. So even though we have a lot of occupant sensing requirements on, off, partial on, off, etc., for areas that don't require, or if they want to install a partial on instead of having to turn them on all completely on when the occupant sensor, when it's occupied, there's credits for those. If you see, there are some credits for dimming systems in hotel, motels, restaurants, auditoriums, and theaters, demand response controls, etc., etc. This table used to be close to a whole page long, and by page I mean 8.5 by 11 in the standards. It was reduced significantly because a lot of the control credits that we used to provide have now been incorporated as part of either the mandatory or prescriptive requirements.